This is the second version of the prototype proposed to introduced in computer science and engineering department to measure course outcome, and program educational objectives. There are two dimensions of measurement. One is at the course level, what are the attainments of course outcome 1, 2, 3, whatever that we have defined, and thereby program outcome and hence program educational objectives. The other dimension is given a student to what extent he has attained the course outcome 1, 2 like this. So the second part is being introduced as an amendment to the existing tool that is being practiced in computer science department. Let me take you to the different parts of this worksheet. I'll go to the page number 3. Yes. Here, assume that there are 10 students who have taken admission to particular course and there are n number of course outcome. To make the illustration simple, I'll take only one course outcome. Similarly, you can have all the course outcome columns hereafter. Now look at this. See, we are conducting different examination, CAT 1, CAT 2, CAT 3, CTA. There are a number of assignments, programming assignments, other kind of evaluation goes as a part of CTA, and we have end semester examination. Now, for the course outcome 1, whatever the student they score the marks, everything will get added to under a particular test. For example, CAT 1C here. Total marks obtained is 2 and the total maximum marks in CAT 1 for course outcome 1 is 10. So we keep on adding the marks obtained as well as the maximum marks for the course outcome from different type of test, and this is how we produce the row for a particular student. Now look at this particular thing, final. Here we take the ratio sum of all the score obtained by the student 1 here in this case divided by sum of all the maximum marks, right? So if that is more than 50%, then we set that equal to 1, that is attained. If it is less than 50%, then we set it as a 0, that is it is not attained. Here it is taken as a 50%, and this threshold, whatever it is, we can vary in different examination for different questions. It can be different. Now here it is less than 50%, so this candidate has not attained course outcome 1. Similarly, assume that, right, candidate 2 not attained, candidate 3 not attained, candidate 4 attained here. So attained is represented by 1. So this is how we fill this particular column. Now total number of students in this case is 10. Number of students who have attained is 5. So I can say that one percentage of attainment of this course outcome at the course level is 50%. And if you ask the question whether the candidate 1, student 1 has attained course outcome, the answer is no here. So both the dimensions of attainment, whether student has attained a given course outcome or not, and also the percentage of attainment of course outcome at course level, considering all the students, right, both we can answer from this table. Now I would like to share with you the worksheet that's being used to fill the entries in this. I'll take you to the page number 2. Now this mass recording sheet Okay, we have to use it for all examination. It may be cat 1, cat 2, cat 3, CTA, end semester, whatever it is. Now consider in this case, okay, we have completed a cat 1 examination and the worksheet goes like this. So for student number 1, when I pick a booklet for the student number 1, I keep on evaluating every question. After completing a question, evaluation of a question, right, I look into which course outcome it belongs to, and in appropriate column, I make an entry. Now consider that in Cat 1, there are 4 questions, 5 marks each, and there are only 2 course outcome one, number 1 and number 2, they are relevant for Cat 1 assignment. So I pick a question number 1, it is a 5 marks and candidate has obtained 1 mark and it belongs to the course outcome number 1 assumed. So I make the entry here 1 by 5, indicating that the candidate has obtained 1 mark out of the 5 maximum marks. I pick a question number 2. It is again 5 marks. Candidate has obtained 3 marks. It belongs to course outcome number 2 assumed. So it is a 3 divided by 5. Candidate has obtained 3 marks out of 5. I pick a question number 3, it belongs to course outcome number 2 assumed. Candidate obtained full marks, that is 5 out of 5, that marks is entered here. Question number 4, it belongs to the course outcome 1, so the entry we do it here. Now for a candidate 1, the total marks obtained for a course outcome number 1 is 2 out of 10. Similarly, total marks obtained by the student for course outcome number 2 is 8 out of 10. So total it is 10 out of 20. Right? So this is how we make the entry. The dimension used here is, while filling this worksheet, is course outcome. Right? So like this, we keep on filling, we make use of this worksheet, maybe a hard copy or maybe Excel sheet or whatever. This is just a prototype which I'm introducing to you. So like this, we make an entry. Now consider that here there are a number of questions. So it is from a cat 1, it is a 2 out of 10 the candidates obtained. So same 2 out of 10 is copied here. It is 2 marks obtained totally out of total maximum marks is 10 from cat 1. Similarly, the candidate appears for cat 2 and obtains 8 out of 20, that is entered here. From the cat 3, it is 8 out of 10 assumed. From CTA, maybe candidate has obtained 0 out of 5, right? And from end semester examination, it is 20, okay, out of 40. Now what's being done here is, right, sum of all the marks obtained by student number 1 divided by sum of all the maximum marks, that is 0.447. If it is more than 0.5, that is a 50% and above, that's what is the benchmark that is taken. It can vary, right? Then if it is more than 0.5, then the attainment here is written 1 or 0. In this case, it is less than 0.5, so it is 0. Similarly, all the entries are done here, looking into all type of examination conducted and the percentage of attainment at course level, course outcome level. Here in this case, the course outcome number 1 is attainment of this is 50%, indicating that 50% of the student have crossed the benchmark, that is a 50%, whatever that is being set. It also answers a query about the attainment of a student 1 for a given course outcome. So in this case, it's a course outcome number 1. So student number 1 has not attained course outcome number 1. Now consider here student number 4, right? He or she has attained course outcome number 1. This is how we do it. Hope this is clear. You may either develop Excel sheet or a hard copy print copy where you can keep on entering. Developing a software or maintaining the Excel sheet is better. It make the works, okay, the whole computational work very comfortable and all easy and comfortable. Having got the attainment of all the course outcome defined for a given course, now we get into the measurement of program outcome through the course outcome. We will go to the next sheet. This is the sheet that speaks about the attainment of program outcome for a given course. In a previous slide, we have seen that course outcome attainment is 50%. That will make entry here. And assume that we have computed also for course outcome number 4 as a 40%, course outcome number 6 as a 55%. These are the only course outcome relevant. For illustration purpose, a computation is being done. Now this given, say, consider course outcome number 1. This is being mapped to the program outcome B, program outcome E, program outcome K. So the 50% is being copied. That means it contributes to the program outcome B, E and K like this. Similarly, we need to look into syllabus and where mapping for all the course outcome to all the program outcome that's being done. It could be 1 to 1, 1 to many, many to many. Now this course outcome number 4 for illustrative purpose, it is also mapping to the program outcome B, program outcome D, that's all. Similarly, assume that course outcome number 6 is being mapped to program outcome G, program outcome K, like this. Having filled the entries in this table, what we do is we take the average of all the columns. For this course, the applicable program outcomes are B, that is a 45% here. Now it is an average of this 40% and 50%. Right? Similarly, for program outcome D, program outcome E, program outcome G and program outcome, right, K, we simply compute. It is nothing but an average of all the column entries for a given particular program outcome. So this particular row, it speaks about attainment of program outcome, whatever that is applicable to this particular course. That is, through this course contribute to attainment of program outcome at the program level at this particular number. Now, having obtained the attainment of program outcome through this course, now we will, since program outcomes are being mapped to program educational objectives, that also we compute. So let's go to the next sheet, that is, it is attainment of program educational objectives through course outcome and attainment of program outcome. In a previous slide, we have seen that the attainment of program outcome. We have to go back to the program level and the mapping of program outcome and program educational objectives, whatever that is there, that we need to take it. So here, whatever the color marking I have shown here, that is at the program level, all color markings, whatever that you are seeing here, all color markings. They are how the program outcomes are being mapped to program educational objectives. But all these mapping are not relevant to my course. Wherever relevant mapping is there, that means the program outcome, this particular course outcome is contributing. There I make entries from previous slide. See here. Now program outcome E, right? It is relevant to my course. I computed. So its attainment is 50%. So I make the entry 50% in all filled color blocks. Program outcome B is relevant to my course. So I make entry 45% here. Program outcome D, that is relevant here, so I make entries here. Similarly E, G, here I make an entry, right, and K I make entries. So this blue circle marking whatever I'm showing, they are relevant to my course, so I make number entries in this. Other mapping slots shown with the different colors, they're not concerned to my course, so they go blank. Now what I do is I take average from right to left and I put it here. Here it is a, just a minute. Right. So average of this particular row from right to left, we make entry here. Now the average of this 52.5 and 45, is here. The average of this here, the average of this, and the average of this. So now this number indicates the attainment of program educational objectives through my course. Similarly, we have to obtain attainment of program outcome, program educational objectives from all the courses and summarize at semester level and hence at program levels. At this point, I would like to share with you one very important thing. Tools and process used in the assessment of achievement of program educational objectives. Here, program educational objectives are nothing but the career and professional accomplishment that the program is preparing the student, right? So this is done in two different ways. One is through curricular components like different courses, seminar, project, then independent assignments, different academic activities. So we conduct a different test in all these curricular component, and through the attainment of course outcome mapped to program outcome, in turn it is being mapped to program educational objectives, we compute. So this is the indirect way of measuring program educational objectives through all types of tests. The other type of direct measurement of program educational objective is getting a data from the market which indicates the to what extent internally whatever we have measured is right. So now let's look at this particular document, the tools and the process used in the assessment of achievement of PEOs. Department Undergraduate Committee of Computer Science and Engineering Department has identified two main processes for the assessment of achievement of PEOs defined for this program and are as below. One is internal indirect measure. Measurement of course learning outcome as an indirect measure to ensure that students are ready to take a task upon the graduation to claim the career and professional accomplishment. This is done through measurement of attainment of COs mapped to PEOs through POs for all the courses of the program. The other one is external direct measurement. Measurement of POs through the career and professional accomplishment is done by gathering data through various tools like traditional handwritten form filling, email, Google Doc, and direct interaction with various people from following identified categories. Maybe from graduate survey directly, from employer survey, from the industrial advisory committee, and many other data sources which are relevant. So keeping this in mind, what I have shown till now is the internal indirect measurement of POs and PEOs, that is here, right? And other thing is different. So to know the various tool generated, please go back to the previous version of measurement of course outcome, program educational objectives video available in YouTube. There the different templates forms created using Google Doc to collect the data from the market is being presented. So this is how the course outcome is being measured. let me take you back there. This is the measurement of course outcome at course level for individual student also. Then the measurement of all the course outcome being mapped to program outcome, thereby attainment of program outcome is computed. Having done this, right, program outcomes are being mapped to program educational objectives, so the program educational objectives are also being measured. This measurement, whatever that program education objectives we see here, it is to be supported by market data collected from the market. Then another very important thing is, having done all this number game, right, what inference that we draw from this and the action plan for that. So this is the most important thing. And also you can make a grade wise student classification also for result analysis purpose and all those things. And this is the one which we wish to propose a change in the tool that already that's being followed from last more than 2 years in computer science engineering department. We would like to bring it this change from 1st January 2014. So with this we come to the end of presentation of version 2 tool being proposed for measurement of course outcome, and program educational objectives, the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Thank you.